Welcome back to our channel, MJ Fanbase YouTube channel. In our previous video, we explained step process of okra farming. Today it's exactly 21 days after planting. Last week we applied some chemical onto the crop. The reason why we've applied those chemicals is that there are some grasshopper infestation boring holes, and there are some worms also boring holes on the okra leaves. And if you look closely, I'll share a picture with you. If you look closely, there are some fungi infested some of the leaves. To prevent this, so that we will maximize our harvest, we are trying to apply chemical to control it. The chemical we use in controlling this was leopard, which is an insecticide we applied 30 milligram per knapsack spray, and the second one was a fungicide, which is a sulfur based fungicide. We also applied that one, and 50 milliliter for one knapsack spray machine. Okay, so after the spraying, we came back to the farm to check on the farm and see what is actually going on. So this is a day after the spraying, but when we came here, we could see that the insects flying around and grasshoppers all over the place. From the previous time we came, we cannot see any trace of them. They are under control now. And the fungicide we applied to control the infestation on the crop, we will be monitoring closely to see. So we want to give it about 3 days or 1 week to see how effective it is. Is something changing about the crop? So briefly, that is what is going on currently on this farm. Those are the processes we've passed through so far, and this crop at this stage is exactly 3 weeks old. When you look at them, they are exactly 3 weeks old, and it's obvious there are some grasses growing a little bit, so we'll give them some time to maybe come up before we will clear the whole farm. We will weed it and get rid of any weed that is within the farm. Okro doesn't like weed, so you don't need to let the grasses grow all around it and all the weeds be around it. Otherwise, they will be competing with the okro farm for nutrients, the okro plant for nutrients. Yeah. So that is that. And there are some little tricks in this type of project when you are doing it. Number one, let me explain this. From my own personal research, there are some of the fungicide and the insecticide you can just mix them and spray, but there are some by chemical combination it will not be possible. So if they don't apply it, this very chemical I'm mentioning, leopard, is an insecticide with sulfur fungicide. I was advised not to mix it, but based on my previous research, people normally mix insecticide and fungicide. But please, if you want to do this application, ask very well before you apply it. If you have no knowledge about it, ask the people who are experts in it. Yes, because these things are chemical. You don't know how the reactions are going to be, or even maybe one will become less potent when applied to the crop. Yes. So these are some of the things you will need to ask before doing them. Don't just think you can read or write or whatever. Chemicals have their own ways of combination and reactions. So if it's not compatible, no need to mix them together. So the insecticide we used was leopard. We sprayed the leopard onto the crop and the farm, which is the farm in terms of pest control. After that, after I think it was after 2 days time, and we applied the fungicide to it. So we didn't mix it. So if you've not yet watched the video, you can check from our previous video, step by step application of fungicide and insecticide, which is for pest control and disease control. So you can just go through our channel and watch the previous video so that you follow through and understand how the process is thoroughly. That when you want to replicate same, you will not do any mistake on your side. For the mistake, we will be doing it, and as time goes on, we will let you know how exactly this farm is going, so that we also replicate the right one to do. Thank you for watching this channel, and if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that anytime you post any information on this channel about farming, you'll be able to see it. There's another farm project coming up. We have a 4-acre farm somewhere, which we'll be posting the video about that farm. That side we will be doing okro and cassava. I will explain furthermore when we get to that video. So that is that. So as you can see in your shot, this is the farm. Yeah, this is how it looks like. The crops are doing well, just that now the rains is not reliable. So if you are going to do this type of farm during the dry season, please have a budget for water. However, how you are going to carry the water to that place, or whether it's a borehole that you are going to dig, or there's a dam around your farm, or whatever, any source of water, there must be a source of water, or plan how to channel the water to that place. So here, as you can see, this very farm, we already have our plans in place. So if finally during this week the rain didn't come, which is an obvious sign that Hamatan is setting in, we will be watering this farm manually. There's no borehole here yet, so we'll be watering it manually. So you can follow us throughout this journey and see how this okro farm will become. As we go along, any information that comes up, I'll share it with you guys so that we will be able to learn from this farm. You can use this place as your experimental farm. Look at what we are doing, all the informations we are putting up, that you can also replicate same in your farm. Remember to subscribe to our channel so that you will not miss out on any information we put out here on this very okro farm. This is a 1-acre okro farm. From preparation to finish, the most important thing is you have to get your land. After getting your land, you clear it. Okro does not necessarily need plowing or this thing, but if you have the means or you have the resources to do so, it will actually do well. But slashing the weeds and preparing the grounds for planting, it's all that you need to go through this farming process. It's not a difficult task, does not require too much of a capital. So yeah, So at the end of this farm production, I'll do a detailed video, step by step, all the expenses we've incurred throughout the production of this farm. So everybody, it will serve as an example, or so that if you want to do similar thing, you will know how to budget for yourself, or know the range in which you will be in terms of capital needed and human resource and any other information about farming. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in our next video.